Okay, so this is another arm day and it's Thursday right now, so I'm gonna have to change up my arm day, meaning I'm gonna have to like higher up the weight or something because my arm days, I don't know, I've peeped that they have kind of not been like successful low-key. Like I wake up the next morning and I know that like DOMS, like muscle soreness is like well, I feel like personally like muscle soreness is the one of the most important things or like best indicators to know whether or not it was a good workout. So in order to know if you worked out good or not, you have to be sore the next day. Not all the dang time, but like frequently, you know? Like you should frequently be feeling that feeling of soreness because that's how your muscle is like damaged right now, and you feed it and you feed and you eat and you sleep and it grows back stronger. So I think I'm gonna have to do some progressive overload here or something like that. But then that means I'm gonna have to lower the rep count. So no more 40 reps, all right? No more 3 sets of 40, unfortunately. So it's gonna make this workout much shorter, and I don't have any problem with that, honestly. I think I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12 like normal people, but yeah, I think let's see how it goes. All right, so we just got done stretching because you know that stretching is very, very, very important. And I actually just like, because back then I really didn't care about stretching like before workouts, and I really like I didn't feel a difference. I was still doing the workout, but like the first ever like day that I found out I actually had to stretch was on leg days, because leg days you do have to stretch, like, because if you don't, you're seriously not gonna have a good time. I found this granny game like on Roblox that I really like, and I literally just didn't even find it on Roblox. I found it on Instagram at first, and the caption was like, oh, people say that Roblox is so boring, but looks like they never played the Roblox granny game. And the granny game is basically like you play as Granny and you try to like defeat other Granny players, and it's kind of like a shooter game, and it's called Granny Shooters. So I don't know, it's the best game that I've ever laid my eyes on. I don't even know what to say about it, but yeah, bro, let me just assemble this thing. First dumbbell done. Now let me see if I can do a magic trick with this one. Boom, both dumbbells done. Now, all right, let me get this thing going. Now I think pretty much like I said earlier, I think it's gonna be fairly short. Good for me, but yeah, so the video is gonna be short, but the workout's gonna be short as well. So yeah, due to the low rep count, so it's gonna be 3 sets of 12 for these ones, and yeah, we're just gonna figure it out. They're feeling pretty heavy already, but it's like 16 pounds. Okay. It's really heavy, bro. Failure? Nah. Oh my gosh. Okay, 11. Barely 12. I honestly thought that's really close. I actually calculated that, I think, pretty good. Alright, well, I'm gonna try. And by the way, dog, that was like fresh. Like I was like new. I wasn't even tired. That was the first set, dog. Oh my gosh, dang, that's heavy. The fact the pump is already starting to come in, bro, that's actually so crazy, dog. There's no way. There's no way, bro. Yeah, I think though, like, I don't know, since the trip, like since coming back from the trip like a long time ago, I think my arms have gotten like significantly larger, not in a bad way, like not in a way that I don't want it. Although one arm day, I think it was last week too. It was last week, and I spotted like, yo, I was looking at my arm kind of from an angle, like how I am right now, and like I was like, dude, like because my mom, like, here's the thing, my mom and my parents are always telling me like, oh, don't get too big, like we don't want you to look like a man, you know, like normal parent worries, that, you know, people will just like throw at you. And so they would always tell me like, oh yeah, we don't want you to start looking like a man and stuff like that. And I'm always like, okay, but like I really never understood that, because like that's sort of impossible. Now, not like impossible, but like some people have some crazy genetics and some people are using stuff, and well, I don't know, me, I just like really think that that's like impossible, like, but like even if I did want to look like that, it's just completely impossible to me, I think. But that one day when I saw my arm, I was like, oh my gosh, like, yo, maybe I do need to stop training a little bit, like I'm starting to look a little bigger, hold on. And then I just realized, oh, that's just a pump, bro. But like still though, like, what? But honestly, like, I'd say I've grown so much since, like, in a very short amount of time, and to me that's just like insane. That's crazy. Okay, set number 2. Let's hope this one goes a bit better. We're gonna count backwards because that usually helps me not absolutely lose my mind. Oh, we're gonna try to get 12. Oh my gosh, I have 2 more, bro. I can't. Oh my gosh. I literally fell. Oh my gosh, bro. Literally, I'm like getting less and less every time. And it's like, dog, oh my gosh. I can't even, like, it gets to a point where I'm trying to even swing the weight up. Bro, I think my form has been getting, like, you know, a little worse lately. Simply because for some reason, like, it's becoming a bit harder for some reason, even though I've been so consistent. And I basically do this, like, every day, you know, lifting weights and stuff like that. And, like, I don't know, I feel like it should only get easier and not harder. And there was a point where it was, like, you know, too easy. That's why I got the new dumbbells. But like now it's like starting to get to a point where I'm like doing it so much where it's actually like hard. So I searched that up, and it was like, it just means that your muscle is already like used to the workout. And to me that's a weird thing, because if it's already getting used to it, then how is it getting harder, not easier? No, but I think that was the answer to the question, why am I not getting sore? Not why is it getting harder? But like, there was also another answer to that, which I thought was really weird, but I forgot. I don't know why, but like, yeah, my form has been like not as good as back then. I even considered like going back to using the other weight, but like seriously, I just don't think, I don't know, bro. I don't know. We're gonna try this angle now to see if it's a little better. Okay. Oh my gosh. Keep the camera normal. Oh my gosh, bro. There. Okay, we're losing a bit of time, but that's okay. Alright. Oh my gosh, why is it so dang? It gets me every time. Like, the heaviness of this gets me every single time. No, drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop the weight. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. I'm really starting to think that maybe it wasn't such of a good idea to increase the weight, but I honestly am considering like still doing it and just like lowering the rep count to like a more like realistic like rep count. I think I'm gonna do like 3 sets of 10 actually next time, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's easy and what's hard for me really, but I try to keep it like to a point where I actually feel it in the muscle that I'm training. So if it's a bicep workout, if it's a bicep exercise, I have to feel it on my biceps, and if it's I don't know, let's say a glute exercise, I have to feel it on my glutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but yeah, I don't know, it's just getting difficult, I guess. Oh my gosh, guys, look, it's Lightning McQueen. All right, maybe the single is good. Okay, so hammer curls, I was thinking of doing 3 sets of 10, but considering how bad the other one was, I'm gonna do the same amount of reps that I thought I could do. So 3 sets of 10, 10, 10, 10, as I like to say. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, let's see. All right. I don't know if that was 10 or not. I'm gonna do one more just in case. There we go. Alright, that went pretty well actually, but that was only the first set, so we can't be sure yet. Okay, alright pal, alright, well let's hope this one's actually good. Alright, now it's starting to get firm. Alright. No, that was actually not as bad. I think it's because I prayed. Ignore it. Okay. Number 3. So, I think this is gonna be fairly simple. Alright. Okay, that was successful. Okay, now it's time for triceps. So I think I'm gonna do like the same like little like extension. I don't know if I want to do 1 minute on it just because the weight is so heavy, but so maybe I'm gonna give it a number. Let's see. 20, 20, 20. 3 sets of 20. We're gonna see if this works, bro. Alright, bro, this is literally like, I never even know like whether or not this one is actually gonna go good, especially with the weight being this heavy, but we're gonna try. Okay, so 3 sets of 20. Boom, alright? Let me actually lay my form actually a little bit. 1, 2. I actually think I think I can get more than 20 actually. Yeah, I really don't feel like I'm doing enough with just 20 now, but I'm gonna have to carry on with the plan because I don't really like, and I used to actually do this. I used to actually like do different rep counts for like each set, but now I don't do it, so it's like, it's the opposite. Now I never do it really, but I have to do the same number each time, so I just hit myself. I don't even know if that was 20. I don't know. Shockingly enough, I was actually kind of sort of like, I wasn't gonna do it, but I was sort of considering this summer to like not do anything at all, because that's what I did last summer. Like last summer I just lazed around, basically like did nothing. I didn't make any videos. I didn't, like, my whole life was just complete, like, not like, you know, it was completely just lazy. Nothing was happening. So, and then as soon as I, like, you know, I don't know, towards the end of that summer, that's when I really like woke up, and so I was like, oh, I have to start doing stuff with my life. So that's when I decided to, like, you know, I honestly don't even know the time period that I began working out, because for a while it was sort of like on and off. It was sort of like work out one day when I wanted to, then the next day I wouldn't, then my video got cut off, then the next day it was just like, you know, it was just a whole on and off situation. And I don't know, there was like some threshold, there was some period in time in between there when I really started like to care about it. I don't know when exactly that was, but like it just like stuck with me. Like I wanted to have this routine where I had to do something that required a lot of discipline and a lot of consistency, so I chose the gym. That's when I, like, I don't know, really started to, like, but I don't know when exactly that happened. I know I was in school, yeah, but, like, I don't know when, like, it was something there that just, like, clicked in me, and I was like, oh, hold on, let me actually start focusing on, you know, the gym. And that's when I really started making progress. Alright, bro, last set. I can't believe it's already the last set. Man, this is really short. Way shorter than usual, definitely, bro, but okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright. Now I'm thinking this time just to switch it up a little bit. Instead of dips, because I usually do dips, which are really good for your triceps, but I think this time I'm gonna do sort of like a skull crusher thing. I don't think I'm gonna do it with the same weight though, because I don't know, like skull crushers are just like extremely dangerous, especially when you don't have a bench. I've been asking for a bench like this entire time, but you know, it just hasn't gotten done yet. But it will, but it just hasn't gotten done yet. But for in the meantime, like in the while, I like just lay on the ground and do like home skull crushers. So you basically just lay on the floor, do the movement, which is significantly more dangerous than the actual skull crusher movement, because in the actual skull crusher movement, you're supposed to put the dumbbells and go like that and extend your behind your head, but that's when you're on a bench and you have that room to do so. I don't. I have to sort of actually put it towards my skull, and not boom boom, but like near enough, like very close, and then come back up. Close, not even that close, but like close, come back, kind of like that sort of extension. And I heard, like, last time I checked, like, Skull Crushers work on, let me show you, they work on apparently like this part of your, like this part of your tricep, like the kind of like the lower little, that little part, and then this like long, this head right here is like the extensions and stuff like that. But I think extensions and like these that you do in the gym, I think those work on everything. But when you train from home like me, I like would really rather have 2 movements for the same like thing, just to make sure that that's also getting worked too. But I don't know. But in reality, like when you're actually going to the gym, like a Planet Fitness or something, all you need is tricep push downs, or probably like some sort of like upward overhead, you know, type of movement. But like all you really need is one thing, apparently. I don't know, I heard that somewhere before, but I think it's kind of true. But for me, I'd prefer doing 2, just in case, you know. It works, but just in case. I don't even know what angle to put my camera in. I have no idea, but this is what I mean by like a laying down sort of thing. So basically like this, then you, I really don't want to do it with this way. I'm gonna check, I'm gonna see how dangerous it is. I'm gonna see. Hold on, I have to hold it from, and then, oh my gosh, I hit the bed. Okay. Yeah, that's not even working them at all. I think I'm gonna stick with these. Oh my gosh, that angle is so weird, but I'm gonna stick with these ways, because with these is better because you could just hold it from like here. But we're gonna see, okay, bro? We're gonna see. I can't even. Alright. Boom. Ah, yeah. How many reps? 30, 30, 30, because this weight is extremely easy. So, okay, let me see. Okay, first set done. Yeah, I do not think I'm gonna record all 3 sets of that, simply because it's literally such a strange angle and I just can't get comfortable with it. But I'll see you in the other workout, in the other exercise movement. Alright, so the next one for shoulder is gonna be lateral raises. Honestly, I never really paid too much attention to my shoulders. I know that that might be a bad thing, but like, and I know that sooner or later I might start really caring about them, but for now, I feel like I just like do lateral raises and like front raises and just get it over with. But I try to really give it my best. So 3 sets of 20, let's go, boom. Okay, I'm not even gonna do a different clip because this is already another thing. So boom. I pretty much learned kind of like the form. You don't really do it like this, although you can, but like I prefer doing it like this. Bend your knees a little bit, lean forward a bit, and then you kind of just go like that. And you don't have to bring it all the way up like crazy. You kind of just, and make sure you keep your elbows pretty straight. I think we're on 4. 5. gosh. Okay. Right. Right. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't pay attention to. I know I already said that, but like I really don't pay attention to my shoulders, dog. And I feel like I really should. I don't know though. I have no idea if that was 20. It probably wasn't. Alright, same thing for front raises, just same thing. Actually, do I dare? If I can't even do, wait, do I dare? Let me see if one. Let me see one. Hold on. How much weight is it? Oh yeah, that's easy. But no. No, I don't exactly feel it in my shoulders when I do that though. So, I think we're gonna go normal for this one too. Alright, let me see. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yo, my hands are getting absolutely, and you can't even see it, bro. Well, kinda now. My gosh, dude. Oh my. Alright, well. And then a couple of, forearm. And then I think I'm gonna keep it the same weight, but like I'm gonna do 3, instead of 1 minute, I'm gonna do like, I don't know, 3 sets of 20. And the same thing for these. You know what, I have no idea, but I really, really hope, I don't know if I'm gonna be sore the next day, but I don't know. It was a good workout. Have a nice day. Bye.